What's up, guys? My name is Kyle, and today we are talking about sleeping positions for back pain and sciatica. So this is something I have personally struggled with. I herniated a disc back in 2020. Took me a while to get over, and one of the hardest things to get past was sleeping in a comfortable position without this pain waking me up or preventing me from falling asleep. And it was overall just a huge struggle. So I want to share today my tips and tricks, as well as a couple different positions that should hopefully help you out, so that way you can get a full night's sleep and complete rest. First of all, I want to say that I'm a big believer in sleeping positions not really affecting the human body or our posture. There's a ton of research that has been done and has completely debunked, sleeping on your back is better than sleeping on your stomach. Really, it's based on whatever is comfortable for the individual. So in this video, I'm going to show you tips and tricks for laying on your back, laying on your side, as well as laying on your stomach. So let's jump right into it, and I'll show you some different setups. So the first position I want to show you is for your back, and those people that prefer to sleep on their back. You can use a ton of pillows to do this, or you can try out one of these bolsters here. You can see the shape of it. It allows for you to prop your feet up so that way they can lay over it. I find this is really nice for decompressing the low back. So I'll show you really quick how I set this up. You can pause the video so that way you can set it up yourself. You can watch it, whatever you need to do, and I hope it helps you out. Okay, so I've set this up in a couple different ways. So you can see the bolster here to the left, and I put a little pelvis model here. And I position these pillows so that way they can make space for the tailbone or the sacrum. This is extremely effective, especially if you have sciatica. So you can see that nice little space here. So that way your tailbone sits right in there. It's nice and comfortable, and it helps to decompress that area while you sleep. So you sit there, your legs go up and over. It feels really nice. Now you can also add a towel roll underneath your low back. I find this to be effective for just maintaining that neutral curvature in the spine, that normal lordosis that should be there. And you can take the towel and then roll it up to be whatever height, thickness that you want. I find it to be really, really helpful for just restoring that. And then you just have a normal pillow up here for your head. So when you put it all together, it looks like this. Now, if you don't have the bolster, you can see I just stacked like 3 pillows here in order to make some kind of a bolster for your legs. And your legs would lay over top of this, come down, and then your pelvis just sits down in there. Nice and comfortable. Okay, so now I'm just gonna show you what it looks like to kind of climb into this position. I'll do it with the pillows because we're gonna be a little bit lazy. So you're just gonna lay down, get comfortable, get your bottom down toward here, lay down, and you have this nice little pillow fort all around you. It's super comfortable. Close your eyes, and hopefully it will help decompress that sacrum area, help with any of the pain going down the leg. Okay, so now we're diving into how to lay on your side in a bit more of an effective position to help with that back pain. So here you can see I've set up the pelvis just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on here. So this pillow would be going between your legs. You have a pillow behind you, or maybe even a significant other that you can lean up against, but that would go behind you and kind of tucked underneath your low back. Put a pillow or a towel that would be underneath your rib cage. That creates a little bit of space here for in between the head, your neck, all that stuff, and allows for your shoulder to sit in there nice and even. So again, this isn't a requirement, that towel in between, but I found it to be really nice and comforting as I'm in that position. And then you can always double stack some pillows between your knees. I like to hold them up at 45 degrees, 90 degrees, and I find that to be really, really comforting. Okay, so I'm gonna climb into this position here just to show you what it looks like a little bit more. So I'll lay down. I've got the pillow or the towel here for my shoulder. I'll put the pillow between my knees. Again, I'm at 90 degrees, about 45 degrees. The only problem I have with this is that once you're here, right? You can't really flip to the other side. You can't do too much like that. I would find that this would at least get me to sleep, and then I could roll over. I'd end up ditching this pillow, but I could at least roll over to my other side when I was sleeping. This was really nice and comfortable, the towel underneath my rib cage, to allow me to just kind of be in a nice position here. Again, this pillow is just here to support you, so that way, if you don't want to be too far forward or lean forward, you can just kind of roll back, open up the rib cage. It gives you some options to roll here, but I find this to be really nice. You can always add an extra pillow between the knees, and that gets you really, really comfortable here and create some space, so that way your legs aren't kind of folding down together, and that puts a lot of pressure on that sciatic nerve, especially if it's really irritated at times. So stomach sleeping can get a bad rep, but if you're someone that has a lot of improvements with, say, like back extensions, prone press-ups, this might actually be the most comfortable position for you. So I personally really liked it. It helped me out a lot, especially at the beginning stages of recovering from my disc herniation. And how I would set up is I would put either a blanket, a towel, a pillow of some sort, and I would have it underneath one leg at a time. So I was kind of in this army crawl position. My spine would sit here, so that way I was able to restore that extension that I needed, and it would relieve some pressure off the disc. And then I would also use some sort of a towel, a pillow, something like that, so that would be against my chest while I was laying on my stomach. And then of course, that would leave me a little space for my shoulders, and I'd tuck my hands and my arms up underneath the pillow, and I would just get nice and cozy, and it was a good position to really start in so that way I could fall asleep. So I'm gonna lay down on my stomach. I'm gonna put this out to the side. So I sort of put my leg up at like a 45 degrees. I've got this towel underneath my rib cage, and then I would just lay down just like so. And this would allow for some good extension. Sorry, that's probably super, super loud on the lavalier. But I would just lay here, and you can see how my back extends nice and into a good position to relieve some of that pressure. So I would start here, then throughout the night, I would just kind of switch, you know, especially if I woke up or something like that. Or I would honestly just hop into another position. Maybe you want to start in the best position that feels right for you. For me, it was laying on my back for a while with my feet propped up. And then throughout the night, somehow I would kick the pillows all off, and then I would end up on my side with a pillow between my knees. I don't want you to think that there's one right position for you. I find that when you have pain, like, you need to move around a lot, and it might be the best thing to kind of relieve some of that pressure and tension through these muscles that are already irritated, potentially inflamed. So feel free to roll around, go into different positions. That's what helped me the most when I'm relieving this, and it allowed for me to get that full night's rest. That was super, super important for getting myself out of pain, and set me up for exercises the next day that would then snowball and compound, so that way I wouldn't have pain every time I laid down to go to bed. So I hope this was helpful. Please follow me on all social media channels, and then you'll definitely want to check out this video here, as it'll help you with your anterior tilt, which can sometimes be a contributing factor to low back pain.